Someone else got this today, and I don't remember who it was. It's a beautiful card. I love the pinks and the green, referencing the heart chakra. I'm just trying to remember who else got this today, but I honestly don't remember. So, okay, so Libra, as I feel it for you, of course I'm drawn to the fact that you are the scales, and I'm looking at how perfectly balanced she is. You know, this idea of there's a time of giving and receiving, and it all flows so beautifully, everything in balance. And remembering, Libra, that abundance isn't just about the financial abundance, it's about the abundance that supports us, the abundance that's available in everything we see around us, the air that we breathe, the nature that we see, the humanity that exists around us, the very aspect and essence of life that teems all around us, right? It's lovely energy, and it's abundant. And what happens is our ego comes in. There are the cards that I see, then we have the Seven of Pentacles under the deck as well. So, what you're meant to not do or stop doing, we have the Ten of Swords. What you're meant to do or keep doing, we have the Wheel in reverse. And what you can expect regardless is a gorgeous Strength card. Someone else got that as well today. I think it was Aries, actually, that got that in that position. So, this is interesting. The Strength card is a gorgeous card, as you know. It's about... it's often ruled by, it's ruled by Leo. So there may be a Leo individual who's involved in some way here for you, Libra. But for you, this is what you can expect regardless. So it could be that there's a Leo individual who's a huge ally for you during this particular time in terms of your sense of purpose in the world and the work that you do, your career. But even more importantly, that how you... what you can expect regardless is a certain level of popularity and friendliness from your coworkers, from the people who are around you, because you exhibit those qualities yourself. It's a lovely card. It also speaks to this idea of balance. You know, we have this woman, and she has this huge lion that she has befriended and who's her ally. And through her compassion and his fierceness, because it's represented here as a male lion, they create an incredible strength. And that's what you do through your balanced nature, through your ability to, your open heart, the compassion that you have, and your understanding of your fierce nature, because whenever you are ruled by the heart, you understand its depths, and you understand that much of your strength comes not only from your ability to love, but from your ability to feel the depths of the pain that we experience here on the earthly plane from a place of love and understanding. Maybe you're not conscious of it, but that's what you're doing in many ways, and it's really, really beautiful energy for you. Now, I will say that what you're meant to not do or stop doing is the Ten of Swords. So I'm going to read it this way, because it's not that you're not meant to, let me say it this way. What you're meant to not do or stop doing is end something that feels as though it, let me put it this way. Don't end something in a way that feels overly dramatic, that feels, so awful. You know, you're encouraged here with the Ten of Swords to, yes, allow things to end, but without all that drama with it, right? The way that you continue through this time period is through your deep heart, right? This is a beautiful card of popularity, of your own friendly nature, your values being available for others to know and understand and not be intimidated by. And so with the Ten of Swords, what you're meant to not do or stop doing is don't allow something to end in a way that cuts all ties and that leaves a sour taste either in your mouth or in theirs. I don't know, it's coming through in that way. Be wise about how you end anything during this time frame. Like if you quit a job, don't burn those bridges, you know? All right. So, all right. So here we have what you're meant to do or keep doing. And this is the wheel in reverse. So what you're meant to do or start doing, if you haven't already, is to take a greater sense of control. Again, this card often feels like when things end, it's like this thing ended and it was just so dramatic. And, often there's this idea of this been victimized, I've been stabbed in the back. It's very intense energy. And a lot of times we feel victimized in this way when something ends because we're not necessarily in connection to who we truly are. So this is why you're being asked here with the wheel in reverse to take greater control of your circumstances in your life through your deep sense of heart here, through knowing who you are, through balancing your fierceness with your gentle, compassionate nature, having compassion. If you're in a work environment and it's kind of toxic or someone's treating you unfairly and you feel like you're being victimized and it's just going to end, remember that the person who may be treating you in that way is still a human being. And they're obviously, if they're treating you in a certain way that's unkind, let's say, obviously there's something not quite right with what's going on in their life. So it doesn't mean that you excuse behaviors or you put up with anything that's abusive, but it's taking greater control of who you are, your nature, understanding yourself better. You're steering your own emotional ship, right? You're not being victimized necessarily. Now, there's levels to this, and victimization is a trigger point word, I understand. But remember, you're working on the abundance here. And when you are feeling abundant, you recognize that when one thing ends, other things open up. So that's another way to kind of look at it so you don't feel so victimized. Like, oh, that did happen. It didn't feel pleasant. But I'm taking greater control. I'm understanding that there's a whole wide world out there and a million ways to live a life and work in the world and do my work in the world and make money in the world and all of that. So, but be patient. It takes a little time here. But something is ending. You're taking greater control. We do have 2 10s, this idea of endings. In fact, everything you're working towards is working towards completion of something during this time period. A job ends badly, but it gives you a greater sense of control, and you take it. You don't just throw your hands up and go, oh, I guess that's life. You say, no, I'm taking this, what has occurred, and I'm using it through my own strength of character, my understanding of self, to adjust into the direction of amazing experiences, amazing job, amazing sense of purpose in the world, amazing money. The strength that you are holding and it's going to happen regardless in this time frame, isn't about strength of like putting on blinders and heavily working forward. It's about channeling different aspects of self, the fierceness, the love, the compassion, the gentleness, and channeling them into a more sort of undulating whole, so that you have both of those energies within you, and with them you feel more strength. Does that make sense? It's a really intense reading for you.